We're not late, Renshai. Thanks to all our active patrons who have contributed a lifetime of $100 or more to reach Garuk Dong level status.
Here is the list of those special patrons in order of contributions.
If you would like to support our show, check out the Commander Smiths at patreon.com. Welcome to the Commander Smiths.
We are the Commander Smiths.
I'm Adam Smith.
And I'm Lowery Smith.
Don't worry.
We're cousins.
This is episode 243, and I'm back. I'm back home, and it feels good to not be down there anymore.
Oh, no.
What do we have for our episode today, Lowery? Kind of just get
Secret Lairs?
Yeah, Secret Lairs. I was looking at that.
Secret Lairs.
So, you know how long ago our last Secret Lair episode was? It's kind of funny.
3?
It's like 8 episodes back. So every 8 episodes
Was
is
it
like a
really?
Secret Lair. Yeah, it was.
It feels like all the time.
I know it was 235 was our last Secret Lair.
Okay.
Breakdown.
I don't feel that bad then.
Yeah. So, but we are doing this is an October super drop, so we're dedicating basically the whole episode to it because we always try to fit it in with something else.
Is this like the same time that we ordered the coin flip deck last year, or what?
Was it this time?
I don't know. It's supposed to come out soon.
I know we're supposed to get
Everybody should be getting their emails.
I think
about
they're
that.
starting to mail them on the 24th is what the email I got.
That's what the email said. Yeah.
So basically what we're going to do here is I have the break point of the Secret Lair. So basically what the break point is we're just the number you would need to buy of each one in order to break even and start making a profit. It used to make breakpoint videos, but we just kind of now do this as part of our podcast stuff. So we're going to go through each Secret Lair. We're doing even the Post Malone ones, the Warhammer ones, and we're going to kind of break it down.
What?
The Warhammer 40K. Yeah.
No, not the Post Malone one. Come on.
Surprisingly, the Post Malone one and the 40K are pretty good for breakpoint numbers. They're not insane, but they're good.
Okay.
And you got to think, I was thinking about it today, and I kind of posted this on the Discord, is Post Malone for me for this is it's Wizards just jumping on the coattails of a big star. Cassius wasn't that big. He's a football star, but he's not as big as Post Malone. So they're like, Post Malone, this is who we're jumping on. And you have this huge group, 300,000 people that watch Command Zone. And so there's that many people they're probably really, really love this drop, with Post Malone in it. And they're going to buy the shit out of it. Maybe. I don't know. They're good cards.
Maybe.
We'll see. You got to stay tuned.
I haven't actually even looked at most of this, so
this is all new to you.
Kinda. I've seen snippets, and I tried to look at stuff with our 2-minute countdown before we went live. And that's,
that was your prep.
I didn't get much in there.
Your Secret Lair prep day. Your episodes are just like fuck. Yes, I don't.
I almost took a nap today.
I had to ask you for Staple Versus twice. I was like, what are we doing for Staple Versus? And what is that? What beer is that?
That's what hockey gave me.
Oh,
it's the Lizard of Cause.
Oh,
it's an imperial stout brewed with blueberries, chocolate, and vanilla, aged in bourbon barrels. Oh, Jesus. What? 10.5%.
Oh, we're going to get drunk Lowery. I said that last week.
I'm going to get real licked.
I'm drinking Upslope Brewing from Boulder, Colorado. Love that place. It's a pumpkin ale, ale brewed with pumpkins and spices. It's 7.7. So that is what I'm drinking. By the way, shots are in play, but Malort is not. We are still out of stock. I did not pass by Chicago when I came back. I just was focused on getting home. And so I wasn't going to go a couple 100 miles out of my way to get Malort. I'm sorry. Malort isn't that good where I needed to go way out of my way. My family is a little bit more important than Malort. So that isn't in play at this point. We'll be getting some hopefully soon. Have you checked that liquor store by chance?
No, I haven't. It's a little out of the way, not hundreds of miles, but it's like 15. I'm going to swing by there on Friday. I'll be in that area.
All right. Yeah. So we're going to try to get some more Malort so we can do that. But again, you guys can make us drink up to 3 shots per episode. And I still have Goldschlager down there. So we can have, each of us can have 3 shots. And then we do have 2 jelly beans that we do owe. So those are just the gross jelly beans. We aren't doing the hot jelly beans here. That's on other bits that we do. So that is all in play. Okay. So we got the Secret Lair. We got all that. I was in Florida. You had a little birthday this weekend, didn't you? I got to miss that. Damn it.
I got to miss that.
I know I worded that really bad.
That was weird. Yeah. Little Lowery turned 5. We had a piñata. And...
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, well, I took all the candy from it.
Oh, that is
it was like there was a broken hole at the top, but it didn't fall or anything, and I just started piling it into my pockets, my tiger robe pockets, because I wore that all. Oh, I wear that all the time anyway. But
did you actually wear that out?
No, I did
Oh,
not.
dang it! I was
Let's
hoping
not
you
leave
really
the
did.
basement. But yeah, the kids, we had some bubble like bodysuits where they can run into each other and like bounce
that's
away.
Awesome.
The kids loved that.
That's-
The boys did. The girls had some fun with it, but they weren't as rough, and they're younger crew too.
Yeah.
So, but it was fun.
That's awesome.
It was a good crew. We missed you.
Yeah.
We had to explain to little Lowery about 6 times why Drake and Zeke were going to be able to make it.
I know that sucks.
That's all right. We missed you.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to figure out something else. We already talked about that play date at some point. I was gonna say before it gets cold, but it's already fucking cold.
Yeah.
I left 85 degrees and got back and it was 30 something today. And I'm like, 50-degree change. It feels really cold because of that change. But
it is cold.
I'd much rather have this than the 90 something degrees that I had the one day there. It was awful.
I agree. 90 degrees is fine if you could stay inside. Same thing with 37. We just stayed inside. We went to the library today. It was
There
fun.
you go. See? Well, so I'm going to do a really quick recap of something, but I want to tell a little story. So one of the first day that we started like doing demos on houses, what we were doing is like basically clean up of all the shingles that are in people's yards. And
were you like trading shingles? You're like, hey, this one's mine, but I got like 3 of yours.
I had a shit ton of shingles on the ground, but no, it was more of like trees down. We were just trying to make it so that shit was not everywhere, fences and all that stuff. One of the big one the biggest one we did was a pool cage. Looked like it was twisted and thrown half on the roof, half in the pool, half like in the canal, whatever, or down by the canal. And that one took 2 days. But the day before we had this other one that was basically probably like think of a 3-season porch, but with all glass. They were all, now instead of screens, it was glass. So there were these big sliding doors. Half of them were broken, so shattered glass everywhere. This was the 93-degree day. And we were halfway through doing it. And Nick, my brother, starts like rashing up. And he's like, man, is it the it's shingles. I like that. Doesn't Lao have shingles?
Yeah,
good one, number 2. My brother's like, man, it might be something in the air. And then he was just overheating. So what we did, we jumped in the canal. He went down into his underwear and I had actually a swimsuit on and I jumped in the canal. Then his rash went away. So then we kept working and about an hour later it came back again. So he was getting, was it heat rash or something like that?
Yeah.
He was about to have like heat stroke type thing. So we jumped in the water again. And all of a sudden we heard somebody across the canal yelling, there's alligators in the canal down there. We're just like, yeah, we know this is kind of like a life or death thing. We didn't yell all that out, but we just sat there and swam. Isn't that good of a story when I'm retelling it?
It's life or death or find a crocodile
or
and life
deal
and
with
death.
a crocodile. Yeah. I mean, that's,
you could have like thrown like a 5-gallon bucket in there or something and like doused yourself?
Oh no, we needed it. Everything needed to, because it was 93 degrees and then the humidity was insane. So I was
All
like,
right.
we needed to get wet. And he was about to go naked. And I was like, dude, there's houses like looking right where we're at.
Yeah.
Like it's not like
You go give them crocodiles some little wormy to go
a
after.
little bait to go after.
little bait bit.
So yeah, that was
Go on
interesting.
that.
And then one day we drove, and oh, by the way, what was it? Josh D and was it Samson donated before I left, donated like $120 for down there. So I went and bought a whole bunch of water, a bunch of granola bars, a bunch of fruit snacks and all that stuff, and then drove to Fort Myers Beach and kind of got like a mile or two in, and they had a food shelter place where they were feeding people, and dropped it all off. And they were very appreciative of that because they just had their stuff that they shipped in. And then it was good to have like different stuff or whatever. And there was an old guy sitting at the table, and he was like, because I had Target bags. He's like, "Oh, Target's open?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I haven't been able to get off this beach for 2 weeks." So the dude's on there, no water, no electricity. Just, yeah, it was.
Well, and there was the one picture that really stuck with me that you sent was there was like one of those very large boats on a car, like over the cross of the front of the engine and shit like that. It was like, whoa.
Yeah, and across the street, which I had to take that while I was driving, so I had my phone and was like, oh shit. Across the street was like, you know, like the barges, not the barges that push stuff up and down the Mississippi, but like the ones that have people on them, you know, like that do the Mississippi tour stuff.
Sure, yeah.
That was laying across, a big barge like that was laying across the highway. And then you get over the bridge and there's just huge fishing boats, huge sailboats all up on buildings. You're driving through the streets down there. They're in the middle of the street. You get to downtown Fort Myers, not downtown Fort Myers, Fort Myers Beach. There wasn't a single building left except for this brand new complex that they were building. All the older structures, like the main market area, was just gone. And it was insane. Like it looked like a war zone. And I know I don't like to throw that word around, said that last week, but it did there. It looked like a bomb got dropped and there was nothing left. You know, it was.
So would it have been in bad taste if you pulled up, like giving them water and stuff like that, but playing like Gilligan's Island theme song when
it felt really weird?
Would that have been bad?
It felt, yeah, you're such a douche. It felt really bad. Like we wanted to walk around and like take pictures of it, you know, like just, we've gone down there. I've gone down there multiple times a year. And it was just like, but you have these people that are just trying to like survive down there in a way. Not, I mean,
wild.
But so we ended up going back towards where you get on the beach, and there were some parking spots that we just sat there and then just kind of stayed to the downtown area. The part that wasn't people's homes that got wrecked, it was the businesses that got destroyed. And so we kind of walked around that, and that there was like 30 feet of beach line that was gone. Like it, and that those piers, I think number 2 was posting videos when that was happening of like the live camera feed of those guys that were like jumping in the waves as the hurricane was just offshore
surfing.
Yeah. So that's where those guys was underwater, and that pier there's only like one section left and everything else is just standing. So I'm like, those guys might be one of the 59 people that had died because that was right before it made landfall. So I don't know. It was crazy. That's the last probably time I'm going to talk about it because we've done 3 weeks of it. It was just, you know, it was a lot of, that's what I've been doing.
Big thing that happened.
Yep. So I think that's it. We should probably just get to the episode. We got a lot of cards to talk about. We got Stump to Smith Savant, and number 2 is going to try to stump you this week. And then we got a cool staple verses. And yes, Lowery, let's do that.
We're doing the Bean Boozle.
Hey, Smith.
Always pays his debts.
And this is a $1 donation from Black Horizon. Can you hear me now?
Can I hear you now?
It's a play on Verizon, but that's okay.
All right. I see
Get it?
I got.
I don't even know what this is. Mine's like brown. This might be like that stink bug.
Mine is, I think mine's either dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie. Oh,
that's like the biggest high-low there is.
Yeah, there is. This is going to be weird. Okay. Cheers.
I'm weird. I think it's, yeah. All right. Cheers.
Boop.
Thank you, Black Horizon.
Um,
I don't like it. Ugh.
mine doesn't really
I
have
don't know
like,
what it is though.
I have no idea what mine is. It obviously wouldn't be dead fish. I don't know. We have 2 of them, you said?
Yeah, eventually. We're gonna do it like on top of each other.
Okay, give it a little bit. I don't even know what that one was.
I don't either. Mine's like brown. None of these are like brown.
Whatever. We
I hate this.
What, does it taste gross?
All right, tags.
All right. You guys can become a patron by donating $1 or more. That gets you into the Discord, gets you chatting with us, gets you chatting with everybody. Also gets you playing games. We're going to start that up here again. Discord games live and all that stuff. $5 or more gets you proxies each month if you decide you want to get into that. If you go higher on the tiers, the foil ones, I have some special ones I'm working on. I got the Battle Bond ones. I am 6 Battle Bond lands done, and I'm doing them with the Dominaria art. So those are getting there. But those are going to be coming out this month. So each month I add in more proxies. At this point, it's over 300 proxies. It's well over 300. So that's what you get to choose from if you become a patron and you're $5 or more. The other way to financially support the show is to join us on this live cast. If you join us on the live cast and donate, like we've been talking about the beans, the shots and all that stuff. If you don't want to be a patron, I highly suggest if you're going to donate here, you might as well just become a $1 patron at the very least, because then you can join and chat with us and everything like that and join everybody else that is on the Discord. There's a lot of good people there. So the other thing is the free way to support the show is to check us out on YouTube. Like I talked about live here. Just subscribe. That's all you guys got to do. We are at over 800. We are about to surpass the hours needed to start making, I guess, getting the YouTube button thing and making money, I guess. I don't know.
We make that money.
Make the money from YouTube. But once we get to 1,000, we are going to start, or not start. We're going to come up with a big prize. So when we get closer to that, we'll start figuring that out. I said the other day I was driving, I'm like, what the fuck are we going to do? Like, drove for half hour, 45 minutes, and I couldn't like come up with a good plan. But anyways, we'll figure out something. And if you guys have ideas, let us know.
We'll give a bottle of Malort away.
Then we're going to lose people, Laura. We're going to lose people. That is other things you can see on there. We have curated MTG, which happens twice a week, and curated MTG. What was ours for today, Lowry? Don't remember. He looks around. I can pull it up really quick. Let me see.
It was a black wall. It's like a wall of souls. That sounds right. All right. Well, it's wall of souls. It's a black wall. 04, 1 in a black. And then whenever in combat damage something happens, it like redirects that damage dealt to it to any opponent. Sounds right.
Sounds like a good one, Lowry.
I did this about 2.5-3 weeks ago. I don't remember at this point.
I did the thumbnails like last week, so I don't even remember what it was.
Give me a second.
All right. But the biggest thing on the curated MTG stuff is you watch it all the way through. Give it a like, including any of the videos that you watch on the YouTube page. You can also watch us on Twitter. Most of the
What's going on? Why?
Freaking Josh. Is that our?
Welcome back, Adam. Sorry, Laurie. Why are you apologizing to me?
Is that a shot that you want us to take there, Josh? Because you did 45, which if it was the normal 15, that would have been 3 Malort shots. And like I said, I don't have Malort. I mean, I have this little guy. There's maybe a half a shot left, so I could add that in there. Thank you, Josh. Let us know in the chat what you're wanting us to do with that. Thank you so much. So that is an example. You guys can donate there as well. But Josh is also a patron, so Josh is a double whammy on that. What'd you figure out, Lau? All right. It is a wall. What does it do?
It's a wall. I was right. 04, 2 mana. Whenever Wall of Souls is dealt combat damage, deals equal amount of damage to target opponent. I nailed it.
There you go.
I knew what it was.
Oh, Oh, good for
There's a
you.
reason why you call me Savant.
Hey, that's coming up in a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, biggest thing on those curated MTGs is watch them all the way through, give them likes. Do that on all our videos. If you watch them, give them likes. If you don't watch them, still somehow give them a like. Other videos we have are Spotlight. Lowery did some 40K breakdown last week. How was that Spotlight? It's getting a lot of views already.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that.
So what'd
I
you do?
think-
What'd you actually do with that video? I didn't get a chance to watch any of this stuff yet. So
this is from the idea. So it's 40K decks, and then I deck harvested, and that's what I normally do anyway. I don't keep the pre-cons together.
no.
I take them and I go, hey, this card looks cool. I'd like it in this deck. And so what I did was I kind of broke down the decks, talked about cards that I liked, and talked about cards where they could go. Other people had input on what they liked, where they would like to put it. And that was just like an open chat. Like it was a lot of, I actually enjoyed that a lot more than I anticipated it to do. And so it's something that I'll probably do whenever they come out with like big stacks of, like foursomes.
Yeah. Ooh.
And
Foursomes.
or maybe whenever I just do a command, like buy a commander deck, like just maybe break it down on why I bought it and stuff like that. It's something that I kind of liked.
You
So,
kind of stumbled
we'll
upon
see.
something that I think that's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So
yeah,
deck harvesting. That's what it's gonna be.
so that deck harvesting. Is that actually a name of it, or is that?
Yeah, that's gonna be the name of it. I think it was Black Horizon, but it might have been.
But somebody on the chat when you were doing it called it.
They were like, "Oh, deck harvesting is fun." I was like, "Oh, that's a great name."
Yeah, that is a good name. So,
I
that
gave whoever said it props in the beginning of the video.
There you go. So biggest thing with those spotlight decks, we do like the deck harvesting, I guess, and then switcheroo and spotlight deck. So that's another video series we do. We have I do have the proxies, but I don't do the videos anymore because I just kind of take my time with that. But I am posting the final stuff on TikTok and YouTube. We also have the Discord games, which if you're a part of the Discord and you get your name on the list, just let me know if you want to join in on this. You'll be on those as well. You can watch those games live. That's where other fun things can happen with the beans or the whatever. And then we have battle boxes where Lowery and I go against each other, and there's Malort shots in that as well. So that's YouTube. The other way you guys can support the show is by checking out Twitter, aka Discord Ultralight, where we post everything that we do there. We just don't chat a lot there. So if you like chatting and you want to chat, get in the chat.
Chat.
But Twitter is also where you guys can direct message us. You can direct message us there, but you can also direct message us by shooting us an email at commandersmiths@gmail.com. And that is where you can send the suggestions for this. It's time for everyone's favorite game show, Stump the Smith Savant. 45 jelly beans, is that what you're laughing at?
Yeah. I'm trying to focus.
Yeah.
Trying to focus.
45 jelly beans is what we're supposed to do tonight. Yeah. That would be ridiculous.
Oh, that'd be awful. It'd be like Tourette's of jelly beans. They're like
just continuous.
All over that swearing, not swearing.
Just,
I don't know.
Well, let's see. How many jelly beans are in this thing? You just down the whole thing at once? That'd be awful.
Handfuls.
All right. If you guys don't know how this game works, I am going to read the flavor text of a card, and Lowery is going to try to guess the card by asking yes or no questions. Every yes will hear this.
Hello, boobies.
Every no will hear this.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
He will get up to 5 wrong guesses before he is considered stumped. This week's stumper is number 2 himself. Hey, number 2. And right now this is week number 4. So if Lowery does not get stumped, we'll add to the ante. But we do have the Joda foil, promo foil, pre-release foil of Joda up for grabs. Let's see. Lowery will get up to 3 clues. If Lowery can get everything about the card but can't get the name, he'll get the initials. If he has a bonus clue after that point, he will get a bonus clue. I said that all weird. If he has still 1 clue left and he gets that initials, yeah. Card has to be in 5,000 EDH rec decks or more.
Binding contract.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. This one, get ready. This one's a long one. Good riddance.
Oh. Good riddance. All right. Feels like a silly type of removal spell or sacrifice outlet. So in my mind, like black would be a lot meaner about it. Green would be like, it's not green, and white would be like high and mighty about it. So like that feels red or blue. Is this red or blue or blue?
Hello, boobies.
All right. Also, that kind of coincides with the way number 2 is. He is a blue/red secondary player.
You just say that because of the spell slinging stuff.
Yeah, I mean he wears a shirt that says nope. I know him a little bit at this point. I was gonna blind say Zafai, but I'm glad I didn't. That is not it. Good riddance. I'll take the first clue, please.
The art features palm trees and a terrified creature surrounded in mist. The art features palm trees and a terrified creature surrounded in mist. Is that a I know what it is, or I have no idea?
There is a card that popped into my head, so I'm gonna say, is it mana vapors?
Wrong,
I didn't think that was okay. Missed. This is very much. Shoot. Okay, because red still works with this, because it could be like steam when you're saying fog. Mist could be fog or steam.
Sure.
It's just water vapor. That's what we're talking about.
Right, water vapor.
I
should have just said that. It's not smoke.
Okay. So that could still be red or blue.
Oh,
I'm
Renshai
wrong.
got it. I think. If that's his
Nice.
guess. I think.
Good riddance. Feels like a removal spell, like I was saying. Is this a non-permanent spell?
Hello, boobies.
Okay. So it's instant or sorcery. I'll take a second clue, please.
The text features a type of protection or temporary removal of one thing in a way. Oh, wait. In a way at no cost? How the fuck did I? In a way at no cost. Oh, I see what I wrote that. All right. I just wrote it really fucking confusing. Let me just try to rephrase that. The text features.
Sorry, I'm not listening. Okay.
Features a type of protection or temporary removal of a thing in a way at no cost. It's my commas and everything.
Of a thing at no cost.
In a way at no cost.
In a way at no cost.
The text features a type of protection or temporary removal of one thing in a way at no cost.
That could be a blink. It could be a spell. All right, let's go through blink spells in my head. It's not like the Furious thing. Which makes it much more blue. Jeez Louise. Okay, so blue is very much likely blue. It's probably, is this an instant?
Hello, boobies.
Okay, that makes sense. Palm tree, terrified creature.
The art features palm trees and a terrified creature surrounded in mist.
Palm trees, terrified creatures surrounded by mist. Could be phasing. Is that a thing? Hold on.
Okay.
I think that might be phasing. What would that card be? I'll take third clue.
This card was first printed in Urza's Legacy. It is in 38,000 EDH rec decks and is in 69% of all Chung Li decks. The Chung Li part was supposed to help you with the color, but you've already kind of figured out what the color is.
Yeah. Repeat that.
This card was first printed in Urza's Legacy. It is in 38,000 EDH rec decks and is in 69% of all Chung Li decks.
69% of all Chongli decks?
69.
That's not what I meant.
Just wanted
38,000 decks.
The art features palm trees and a terrified creature surrounded in mist. The text features a type of protection or temporary removal of one thing in a way at no cost. And then this card is first printed in Urza's Legacy, is in 38,000 EDH rec decks, and is in 69% of all Chung Li decks.
Shit. I am very sure that this is phasing.
You only have one wrong guess at this point.
Is it 2 mana?
Hello, boobies.
Colorless and a blue.
Hello, boobies.
I already said that it's an instant, but I'd like the button again, please.
Hello, boobies.
All right. I don't actually have an idea what this is. Okay. It's I need to picture this dang card.
Yeah, this one's
It's
tough.
I just got to get there. Like I guarantee I know what the card is. I just got to get my brain in the right place here. So this is let's can I hear the second? No, the first and second clue, please.
The art, and remember this, the flavor is good riddance. That's all it is. The
Yeah.
art features palm trees and a terrified creature surrounded in mist. The text features a type of protection or temporary removal of one thing in a way at no cost.
Yeah, this is phasing. Some type of configuration of phase target creature
Is that what you're asking?
for the wording. Hold on. Doesn't say phasing in the text box.
Wrong.
We got another donation. Oh, Ibukaki donated
What?
5. I gotta move the donation button around because it's blocking
What's that supposed to be, Hockey?
$5. Believe that's. He just said $5, so I think it's jelly beans. I don't know what's happening. Figure it out
Might
after
be.
this.
We'll figure it out. Okay, phasing is nowhere in the card. Okay. So does that mean blink?
was first printed in Urza's Legacy. 38,000 EDH rec decks. You have it figured out that it's an instant. Did you figure out the color already? Pretty sure you did. I don't know. I don't think you officially asked what you said it was. Is it one of two colors?
Yeah. And I think I assumed that it was blue. But it just hit me, and I'm trying to place it right now. I don't think that's right. I think that's Time Spiral.
With all the donations, they're like Josh is saying, that's 30 beans and 2 shots tonight. 5 beans at a time.
God, that'd be so gross because it's like very aromatic in your mouth. And shit. Okay, so is this card blue?
Hello, boobies.
There, okay, so now I can officially say yes, it is blue.
Is it CMC is colorless blue?
Yeah, you already did that part. You never asked if it was
Hello,
blue.
boobies.
You said the
Two,
CMC. You said
yeah.
2, and then you redofined it as a colorless and a blue, and I did the hello boobies.
Oh,
there.
did
So,
I?
Yeah, you
Okay.
did too.
All right, we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there, folks.
All right. So you got
Okay,
instant. It is colorless and a blue. You don't know what the text is. Really? Text features a type of protection or temporary removal of one thing in a way at no cost.
Does it say target?
Hello, boobies.
Okay.
It does.
Because I mean, there's it's okay. The next thing would be it's blinking something. What Urza's Legacy? Urza's Legacy. So Saga's the gears.
Legacy's I'll give you this. It's the
You don't
hammer thingy.
Hammer, and then the beaker is next. So what are things that temporary protection or and the thing is that like in my mind there's okay, so it might not be blink. Is that what was that?
Well, no, Ibukaki said they should just soak
Oh.
the beans in vodka since Adam is a canning master and drink the juice and eat all the beans.
Drink. Okay, so the reason why the card the term is blink is because of the card blink.
Mhm.
From Urza's.
You did Urgas too.
Urgas.
I
Did you?
did it earlier.
missed you
I
saying
said
that.
Urga.
All right. Urza's Destiny, which is in the next set. That's the one with the beaker, and that's a white card. And so there wasn't a card before that. And so really what we're talking, phasing happened in
Mirage.
Mirage,
Mhm.
but in that was before this, but it's not in the card. So essentially at this point we're talking bounce. That has to be what we're talking about at this point. Okay, 38,000 decks is a lot. So this is, like I said, this is something that I have to play. And it probably also means that it's been printed at least one other time, if not twice. Okay, hold on.
You could ask questions with that if
Nope.
you wanted.
No. I think I got it. Because, all right. I play this. I have played this in Calamax. It's Snap.
Oh
boobies.
shit! How did you do it? How did
Got
you
there.
do it? You were like nowhere near it. I mean, not nowhere near it, but you worked that shit out, man. How the fuck did you do that? I'm impressed. I'm not even mad. I'm
Woo.
impressed.
Hold on. Can you pull up Mana Vapors?
Let's see here. But okay, really quick, do you get what I was doing there? So the type of protection or temporary removal, so that's the bounce, which you figured
Yeah.
out. but then in a way at no cost because you're untapping the 2 lands. So that was the whole.
Yep.
So you want
Oh,
Mono
I
Vapors?
totally. That one wasn't doing anything there for me.
Yeah. Land. Is that what you're talking about?
See, that's the one that I was thinking.
You had the right casting cost. That's what you got right. But you said instant, and it was
Well, but it was more off the picture. Terrified creatures surrounded by mist with palm trees, but I had, in my mind it's trees.
Right.
So
then
I was pretty close on that.
See how it's this like little terrified.
Yep.
He has like a tail. So I was trying to figure out, is this like a goblin? Is this like a fucking, what is it? But it's back for, so you're right. It was printed in a dual deck and then mystery booster and then recently in Secret Lair drops.
Gotcha. All right.
So number 2, you almost got him. I don't know. You were like nowhere near. I was like, fuck, I don't have any. You already used your clues up. And I thought you might get it because I have seen this card before. And I was like, well, if I've seen it, I bet you Lowery definitely has, seen this multiple times. So because you're the savant, that's what it is.
It's just, eventually just got to like place it in the head and like start piecing it together, because you give enough clues, and I'm not Ren shy, so I can't just know the card. That guy's good.
Well, the funny thing is, I wish I could back it up. Ibukaki was accusing him of Google searching it, and then he just did he was like, oh, Renshai's busy Google searching, and then Renshai wrote all snap, and then I was like, oh, he got it. And I was like, wait, maybe he was just responding that Ibukaki was being a douche. And then I think Rick underneath that was like, well, that's a really big coincidence if that's how you're responding. He's like, no, I was just being funny with it. I was like, because I was like, oh shit, I just gave it away.
Yeah.
But yeah. So number 2, if you want, you can sign it. I mean, no, that's a $5 card. Sign a blue land, your nope land, and send that to well, give it to us the next time you see us. You guys, again, send your suggestions. If you have suggestions, send it directly to me if you're part of the Discord, or shoot us an email at commandersmiths@gmail.com. Larry does not check that part. So those are 2 spots. Do not tweet us that. So, all right. Well, good job. Well, should we do a little repaying the debts? Do we want to do a shot?
Let's do it. Last one for Black Horizon.
Well, we got to get him off the list too. So I'm going to click this really quick.
Wiener.
And then I'm just jumping off of it really quick. We're going back to card preview stuff.
I'm afraid of this. Liver and onions or cappuccino?
Oh, I got the blue one again. So this is either going to be toothpaste or blueberry. I'm good. Right. Oh, cheers. Sorry.
Yeah.
Toothpaste. I don't need to brush my teeth tonight. We should probably pour a shot too, because we have Josh and Ibukaki. He did $5. I don't remember.
What is that? That's normally like a spicy bean, right?
No, but we don't do spicy beans anymore.
No,
I mean, we don't do it on the cast.
I had a cappuccino. Very tasty. Yeah.
But they did say we have a shit ton of beans, so I don't know how we're doing this. Let's just start nailing down
30 beans. How much is a normal shot?
10. So Josh did.
All right, so that's
45.
coming off of Josh's.
Yeah. Are you? Yeah. All right, Goldschlager. Here we go. Oh, Ibukaki was saying he wants 5 beans for his $5.
All right. So Hockey just wants 5 beans.
Lowery is our shot and bean tracker. He tracks those beans. Okay. All right. This is the first shot. First shot we've had in a few weeks at this point.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Josh. Thanks for supporting the cast.
Woo-hoo-hoo. It's a lot better than Malort. I don't even know what Malort tastes like anymore. It's been so long. I'm glad that I've forgotten that.
Don't.
Oh, by the way, people, after the cast is done, Larry and I will chat for a little bit, but shortly after that, if people are on, don't worry if you're not on, you guys can check it out tomorrow. I am going to open up my Infinity box, my collector box, because this is like the only time I can open it. So I'm going to do it probably within a half hour or so after the cast. So if you guys are on, jump on. If not, check it out later. So I forgot to plug that earlier. So we are now, oh, wait. I do have a button for this. Where's my Secret Lair button? Oh, there it is. Let me hit it and click on it and go. Secret Lair breakpoint. It's a secret. All right, Secret Lair. So what do we got here? We got a big Secret Lair. It's a Secret Lair Superdrop.
It is.
We have like 30 things that are in this. No, that's later. We have 30 things that are in the next one, but we literally do have like, 4, 5. I'm not going to count them all, but we have a lot of stuff here. There's kind of like 3 big things. Where it's like the main Secret Lair, then you have the Post Malone Secret Lair and the Warhammer Secret Lair. So we're going to kind of go through this. Lowery's going to go through and start reading each one of them. Do you have it pulled up or are you looking on what I'm...
Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
All right. So the first one we'll go over is the Post Malone Backstage Pass foil, or not, whatever edition. There's a foil and non-foil edition of this.
40 and 30 respectively, like each one.
So they all have they're like Post Malone skins. So it's Post, son of Rich, which is Kurik, son of Yawgmoth. I wish there was a Rich Yawgmoth, I wish it was Yawgmoth card, but Rich, so his dad. But there is not. There is Post's Citadel, which is Bolus's Citadel. There is Post's Sigil, which is Leshrak's Sigil, not a good card. And then there is just a regular jet medallion, but it's like a fucking it's bling.
This one's
around
pretty
his
sweet.
neck.
Like,
That looks sweet.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so this one. So if you guys don't know, I mentioned it before, the breakpoint, again, when I do a number, if I say like a breakpoint of 2, what it means is if you buy 2 of these, one of them it breaks even. It's the break point is the even number. So let's say you bought 2 of them and the value after sale or fees and shipping, I add that all in there as well. Let's say it ended up being like, this is still $90. Well, that means if you bought 2 of them and they're $40 a piece, cost you 80, one of them equals 90. So you're up 10 right there. So it just means you buy 2 of these and you're already making money off of it or getting one for free. Yeah. So that's the point of the breakpoint stuff. So with this, I'm going to kind of tell you each part of this. So you have the non-foils at 30, the foils at 40. The big things in this is Jet Medallion is probably the biggest thing in this because its regular cheapest version is $36. It does not have a foil version. So where is that going to go? I guessed. That's all I can really do.
And it's kind of Post Malone themed, but also not. So like, if you look at it, it's the original art.
Yeah.
But on like a necklace of Post Malone, but head is gone. It's just like a tattoo.
See his tattoo,
chest.
yeah.
But it's that art from.
So if you don't like Post Malone, like this
doesn't affect it.
Yeah, this one's really good.
There's no skin on it. It's a. Yeah. I can see this being desirable for sure.
So another side note to this: when I give these prices out and everything, just remember it's kind of like a 10 to 16 month period when they get back up to that price after they're delivered. That's typically how the Secret Lairs have been working out. So again, I kind of guesstimated this might be a $50 plus card just because there is no foil printings as long as it doesn't catch a reprint, which medallions have been talked about being reprinted because they haven't been, it's been so fucking long. It's been a commander set, like one of the first 2 or 3 commander sets. And they haven't caught a reprint and we don't have a foil. So that's 50. The Post's Son of Rich, that's a $30 foil card in itself there. So this actually has a breakpoint of 3. And who knows, I'm guessing we'll have a special Post Malone bonus card with this one. I'm just guessing.
I would guess that too.
I don't think it's going to be because when they've done special things like that before, where it's the Secret Lair with The Walking Dead or any of that other stuff. It's
I'm
normally something
gonna
that's
steal Paul's joke, but it's gonna be Rich's will.
nice. There you go. So,
That's
but the thing about this is
reserve list.
this
Doesn't
is
work.
one of the few drops that the non-foils are also, it has a breakpoint of 4. Non-foils, it's harder to judge because right away they're pretty close. We've talked about this a bunch of times. When they first everybody starts getting their copies, they're really close in price. Over time, the foils will edge them out, especially when you have something that doesn't have a foil printing like Jet Medallion. So this has a breakpoint of 3 for foils, and that's pretty much what we're going to just talk about, foils. I have the non-foils in there too, but just to save some time, because we're almost already at an hour at this point, breakpoint of 3 for this. So value-wise is about $95. After fees and everything, it's about $75. So, one side note, Kirk, son of Yawgmoth or whatever, that only has a judge foil, and that's $160. So that's also a guesstimate as well at 30 because it doesn't have a printing at foil. So we have 2 cards. No, we have 3 because this one's garbage, but this one also doesn't have.
Sigil doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't. But I had that.
That
price
doesn't
at
matter.
5. Yep. Okay. Let's move on to the next one.
There are Post Malone themed basics.
And
did you want to go over that, or they're just
It's-
basic lands?
it's
If you like them, get them. If you don't,
Right.
don't.
Basic lands, we've talked about this before. Non-foils typically are around that $5 up to $10 range, and your foils will be 10 to 20 range, and these are no different. So let's move on from those.
All right. Next one would be Secret Lair Warhammer 40K Orcs, and there's a foil and non-foil edition. Let me get there. All right, so there is Orc Commando. These also are 40K skins. Orc Commando with Merciless Executioner, and there is Aggravated Assault, which is not a skin. Then there's another skinned one, which is Makari the Lucky Grot, which is Krenko Tin Street Kingpin, which is dope. And then there is Gazgakul Prophet of the Wag.
I know the kid can't even read.
And that is, yep, that'd be fair. That's Zergo Helm Smasher. So the 5-color or the 3-color 5 mana. And then there's Dalucha, which is Sky Sovereign Council Flagship. I could care less about this one other than Aggravated Assault.
Aggravated.
Right.
One
That's the
foil
big-
printing and one special foil printing. Like the foil printing is old. The special foil printing is what is it? One of the inventions or whatever, advocations or whatever. So
Yeah.
estimated that one at 40 because the cheapest version of Aggravated Assault is $39.
Yeah.
So this holds up for your whole thing on foil and non-foil on each side of it. It also has a breakpoint of 3. So you have another breakpoint. Like I'm going to tell you this right off the bat. Warhammer has all of them breakpoint of 3. This
Okay.
one is probably, nope, it's not the highest one. The next one will be the highest one for value wise. But it's hard with those ones that don't have recent foil printings because it's just kind of a guesstimate. And this is actually pretty cool art for that one. I mean, some of the other stuff is pretty garbage.
It's cool art. I dig
mean,
it.
This one, the Merciless Executioner, it's not really worth anything. So it's really the Aggravated Assault, and actually Sky Sovereign would be the other one that is worth about $16 to $20. So,
Okay.
that one doesn't tickle your fancy very much, though.
No, but I mean, again, if you don't have Aggravated Assault, buy one
Right,
Get
and then you
this.
got it. Yep.
for sure. I have 2 or 3.
God damn it!
Oh, good for
Thank
you.
All right.
All right.
So like, it's not something that's going to speak to me. I might pick up cheap if the others are cheap, because I do play. I have Zergo in my Street Fighter deck.
That'll be $5.
And then Tin Street is in Ishin. So like, I use those cards, and so if I can get them for under like $3 or something, which might happen with these.
Non-foils, I bet you.
Sure. Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to be picky, but
Yeah.
all right. Next one is Secret Lair Warhammer Age of Sigmar foil or non-foil edition.
Oh man, I didn't realize the art on this first one, dude.
Yeah, that one looks crazy good. Okay,
Oh, I love this one.
There's Blind Obedience.
That's
That looks
sexy
fantastic.
art. Like I like that a lot. I was like, holy shit, I didn't even look at the damn cards. All right, keep going.
All right, there's Knave Black Tuthalon, which is a skin of Danitha Caption Paragon, which is the one that reduces aura and equipment spells by 1.
Mhm.
There is Arcan, the Ever Chosen, which is Najila the Blade Blossom, which is the
Pretty dope.
Yeah, that one's good. And then there's Star Drake, which is offensive to dragons because it's a skin of Scourge of the Throne, and that one is also great. 5/5 extra attacks with Dethrone.
Mm-hmm.
And then there is Gal Maraz, the Great Shatterer, and that's Loxodon Warhammer.
I'm gonna say,
And
this hand
one-
looks really funky. You can't see like the fingers, so it looks like a
it looks like
a stub is
thumb.
holding. The whole thing. What is going on? I mean, the hammer
Why
looks
is
cool,
it-
but the hand looks fucking weird. So
Right.
this one is the best one out of the 40K stuff. Your Blind Obedience, you're looking at $30 for foils. It has 3 cards that are $15 plus in foils. So
Scourge,
Najila.
Najila.
Yeah, Najila, but it's weird because it has that etched foil printing from the Commander Legends.
Commander Legends.
Yeah, so it doesn't have like a foil printing. It just has the etched foil. Scourge of the Throne is also a $20 card.
I mean, it was in Battle Bond. Battle Bond should have a foil printing.
Oh, I didn't base it off of that because Battle Bonds was like $80.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I
That
kind of
makes sense.
I try to balance. So Scourge of the Throne is a $20 foil card, and Loxodon Warhammer is also a $10. So and even Danitha is like $8. So this one actually, all the cards have a lot of value, but really that Blind Obedience is. I really like the way this one looks here.
It looks
So
good. All of these cards are very playable for us.
Yeah.
So
total value $84 after fees $68. Breakpoint of 3 as well. All right, let's move on to the next.
look at us. We're being fairly respectable. Do you want me to start disrupting this or
What?
make sure that we get like a 3 hour podcast? kidding.
They do want
Just
Josh
kidding.
wants us to have a bean right now, but we don't want to do it in the middle of all this stuff. We
Just
gotta.
get the call when you. All right. Okay. I guess I gotta read the title, don't I? All right. This
There you
one's
go.
Secret Lair Blood Bowl. There's a foil and non-foil edition.
Again,
this
all of them
is
30, 40.
what is this? Is this like? This isn't 40K.
Yep,
what
this
is
is
this?
40K. Yep,
This is 40K again?
this is
Why did it
40K.
become goofy as shit? What's
Yeah.
going on?
I don't know. It's part of the
What is
40K.
40K? Are you sure this isn't?
Well, it's Warhammer. It's the Warhammer stuff.
Doesn't say that?
Well, I mean, it's the Blood Bowl, so it's part of the Warhammer. Like, hang on, I'm gonna show you.
No,
So
I'm not looking. I'm looking at something else.
okay, so when you buy like the Warhammer bundle, it has
This is in there.
yeah.
All right. There's a card called
Yeah.
Touchdown. This is going to be Approach of the Second Sun.
Touchdown. I don't know.
There is Reroll, which is a skin of Rewind. And then there's Both Down, which is Bone Splinters. Wow, these are Teammate, which is Fling. Perfect
They're good with words.
Perfect Defense, which is Defense of the Heart,
Which is
isn't
good.
a bad card.
Yeah, that's a good card.
And then The Ball, which is Felwar Stone, and that's the only foil printing, I believe.
You are
at this
correct.
point.
Well,
That's
there's a 9th edition foil, but it's
but that thing's got
$300+. Okay, so the two big guys in this is Defense of the Heart, which has 1 foil old ass printing and 1 judge foil. I guess that one to be more around the $30 range. Felwar Stone, it's a used card. Used a lot. And like you said, it's a 9th edition foil printing, 300. I think this one could be 20 plus. Value 75 after fees down to 60. Still, it's right at that break point of 3. If you add in taxes and stuff like that, it's more of like a break point of 4 because you're a little bit over that. But there's so much garbage in before that, you know, like Approach of the Second Sun is a $10 foil, but you have more cards in this, but they're all like not the greatest, you know. I think really it's Defense of the Heart. If you don't have that card, this is a fantastic card. Like, we love that card. I haven't used it in a long ass time.
I don't know if I like
the
that
art. Yeah,
this I don't know why they went goofy on this, and it sounds like it's an offshoot of 40K, but nah, this one for that's not mine.
Okay,
I don't care.
But it is a break point of 3. If you don't have some of those big guys in there, maybe jump on those. All right, let's get out of Warhammer. Let's get out of Post Malone. Let's get into the big. Well, let me drop this really quick. Before we move on, the bundles of those two. So Post Malone, you can get the Post Malone bundle for $108.99. So really $109. What that gives you though is the lands and the cards in foil and non-foil. They give you a bit of a discount. You can see here, like normally it's $40 for the Post Malone's backstage pass, but it's $32.25 with the discount. And then likewise with the Warhammer bundle, it's $168.99. They give you all of those in foil and non-foil. So you get all 6 of them. Well, it's really 3, but then, you know, foil, non-foil. And they have the breakdowns of those as well somewhere. I thought they gave a discount. I thought it was like 21% discount or something like that. But yeah, now let's get to the other stuff. Like those are like special secret layers. Now I would consider this to be the main Superdrop secret layer.
Okay. Yes, I agree.
Which is...
Am I supposed to move on?
Yeah.
All right.
Is that my cue?
We're going. We're doing it live.
We're doing it live. We're doing it live.
All right. If looks could kill, there's a foil and non-foil edition.
Yes.
Question mark?
Yes.
I didn't look at that.
Yep.
All right. This one has 4 cards in it. It is Azami, Lady of Scrolls, which is old school, like tier 1. Don't know if it is anymore. I doubt it. Liliana of the Dark Realms, which is a spendy planeswalker at this point, but I don't know if it's good or not. Reflector Mage, which is a solid card. And then there's Adaptive Automaton.
Okay. Kind of some interesting art with this. I don't know if I love it or not.
I think it's good enough.
Liliana's
like it's
interesting.
nothing that turns me off.
No, but yeah, okay. So this one, so we have that's 40, 30. Liliana is our big guy in this one. She is big gal. Well, she's
hefty.
She's $42 in foil. You also have Azami, which is 1 foil printing at 20, or I guess made around 20. Reflector Mage only has 1 foil printing, but it's still only $8 because that's newer. Yeah, it's not that old. And then Adaptive is at 10. So value-wise, 79. Again, a break point of 3, but it's really held up by Liliana of the Dark Realms. It's good, but it's not like I want this. You know, like the art isn't
right.
like
I agree.
This is amazing. I need to have this. But it's still, there's value there. You got Liliana and Azami are really the 2 big guys in it. And that's about it. That's all I have to say about that.
I'm going to play a little bit of catch up here, but I don't think there's any of these that are totally screaming at me. I might get Post Malone if I can talk a buddy into also buying it, and then I'm close.
Are you talking about Shay?
Yeah.
Because Shay has played games with that.
He's hung out with Post Malone via video games online and stuff like that. So I sent it to him. He's like, "What the fuck is that?"
Good for you.
Yeah, and I was like, I sent it to him. He's like, "What the fuck is that?" I don't know. I was like, "Do you want it?" And he never really responded. We'll see how that is.
All right.
All right. The next one is special guest Junji Ito.
Okay,
I'm fucking. Oh, I'm sorry.
One
Yeah,
I saw,
you do it on
saw
yourself.
people saying this is amazing. At least I don't know what it is. All right, this is in a different language. I don't know what it is.
Oh,
All
because
right,
you clicked
so-
on the Japanese one. There's an English and a
Awesome.
Japanese one.
All right. I did that on purpose. All right, I see the Japanese.
I was just
and English part.
testing you.
Yep. Yep. If you think I'm bad in English, you should hear my Japanese.
I don't
All
speak
right.
Japanese.
That actually looks really good. All right, so there's Thoughtseize.
This is what
This is black
this,
and white. This is kind of cool.
This is
All
what
right,
Guy wants, and it's the foils are in foil etched, by the way.
foil etched. Okay,
Yes.
so it's Thoughtseize, Carrion Feeder, which is a highly played card, Doomsday, which is a card I don't have.
I don't either.
And then there's Plague Crafter, which is a card I just started using. I have it in a deck now. Thoughtseize I don't use, but I agree. Like
It's a
the
used
card is
card and
dope
other stuff.
looking.
Yeah. Okay, so
this one might pull me.
yeah. So the
Yeah.
again, it's 30-40 for the price of these Thoughtseize. Minimum foils there. You're looking at $40 for Thoughtseize. So Thoughtseize almost by itself is going to pay for this drop. You have Doomsday, which is a $20 foil. You have Carrion Feeders 5 and Plague Crafters 10. So again, $75 breakpoint of 3. We're getting a lot of breakpoints of 3. That's what I was saying. Like there isn't any that is like breakpoint 2, and there isn't any. There is some that are not garbage, but there's some that are lower on this. But Thoughtseize is really holding this one up. The thing that I did not
Is there even like a thing as breakpoint 2? Like if it's breakpoint 2, then it's breakpoint 1.
well, no, because
Right.
you're not just buying one. The one is
Right.
not paying for itself. Yeah, the breakpoint of 2 is probably. I get what you're saying. The very first, like the lowest it can be is breakpoint 2, unless somehow it has duplicates in them. You know what I'm saying? Like if it had 2 cards and then you're able to sell half of it to make.
No,
your
I dig
money.
this one.
Yeah. So this one's.
I like the art. It's a cool style.
So
This is one I might. This just because of Doomsday, Thoughtseize. I mean, they're all playable cards, so I like it.
yep. And then the foil etch part is interesting in that as well. Okay, next one.
Okay, so did we say so? There's 4 different versions of this.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So
Right?
there's
There's 2 Japanese, 2 English.
yeah, non-foil or etch foil.
Jesus, how many are there?
Yeah, there's another one
All
that
right, so
the
there's
special.
there's
guest.
another set of Japanese and English versions. All right, let me get there. Special guest YOJI Shinkawa, and this one looks cool without. Ooh,
Yeah, the
Ooh.
art is pretty dope.
ooh.
It reminds me of
Ooh.
the Kamigawa stuff.
Yeah, no, this one it very much reminds me of that box topper of
Mhm.
Umezawa.
Yep,
Yeah.
I picked up a bunch of
Yeah,
those.
That looks really good.
Yeah,
Okay, so there is 4 cards in this one. Phyrexian Metamorph, Tezzeret the Seeker, Skull Clamp, and Solemn Simulacrum. Man,
yeah, yeah,
this is one. Whew,
yeah. This one's pretty
that
good,
gets me hot.
but it isn't as good of a break point with this one. We have Tezzeret at about $25. Solemn's at
Take it
5,
back.
but I think Solemn will be higher than that because I think this might be the desired version. But we do have a full art foil of that from like I think it was Core Set 2021.
Nah, this one's way
Yeah,
better.
I like this one a lot better too. Then you have Skull Clamp, which is a $20 foil. And then
Yeah.
Phyrexian Metamorph is also a $20 foil. So you have 3 cards in this, 3 out of the 4 that are $20, but Solemn could easily get up there because this could be the higher desired one. So I had a break point of 4 because it had a value of 70. And then after fees and everything, it was needing 4. But it might be a little bit, if Solemn is more than $5, which I think it will be. I think this version will probably
I
be
think it will
more
be.
about $10 to $20. If that's the case, then there's definitely a break point of 3. The others could even go higher because Tezzeret looks sweet. This art, like I dig this a lot.
Yeah.
And like you mentioned before, there is a Japanese version of this and a English version of this. And then you have the foil non-foil counterparts.
Oh.
So
I want to see the Japanese version of it too.
yeah, I did.
Because the other thing about this too is like Japanese is not like I'm fine with like foreign cards as long as like you know what the heck is going on. I guess Tezzeret is a little tough to remember everything going on, but Solemn, Skull Clamp, and Metamorph are all very played cards. Like everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah, those look pretty
They
sweet.
look pretty good. All right, moving on, Lau. You gotta pull yourself away. All right,
Pull out,
The
Lowery. Pull
space-
out.
pull out the space beyond. You're gonna have a third kid. All right, the space beyond the stars. There's a foil and non-foil version. These are everything's going.
Renshai said
Stalling,
that
stalling,
those
stalling.
last that last drop. He said that art makes him feel things. Yes, I agree, Renshai.
Right? Yeah.
Makes me feel a lot
Yep.
of things. Makes me feel
Jesus,
like what it's like to be a
really?
boy.
Huh.
What?
All right. This one has 4 cards in it as well. It is imprisoned in the moon.
Like you like how we have Emrakul right there, like a little cool little version of Emrakul.
Oh, in the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There is Stasis,
Yeah.
which I don't know if I like them reprinting that.
That's not reprinting. It's in a secret lair. You're fine. You're gonna be fine.
I'd be more mad about this than Bearscape, but okay. There's Prismatic Omen,
That's a good card.
which is a good card, and Wheel of Sun and Moon. Yeah, that's a solid array of cards. Where are we at?
Okay, so the hard part with this one is Stasis does not have a foil printing. So this is the very first time we're seeing a foil. I put it at 20 plus. It might be a lot higher than that. I actually think it might be way higher than that.
Was this was like it was a Final Four like salty card for us, right?
Salty card, yeah, in our Salty 64. Yeah.
Yeah.
Prismatic Omen also only has, or not also, but has only one foil printing, a very old printing. And Wheel of Sun and Moon only has one foil printing. So there's 3 cards in this, either the first foil or one foil printing. So Prismatic Omen is a $21 non-foil. So you're looking at probably this being 30 plus. I mean, all 3 of these could be 30 to $50 at some point. So I have it as is guessing, like right when it comes out, when people start getting these, as a breakpoint of 4, but this could easily be a breakpoint 2. Like all you need to do is buy one, buy another one. That second one, you hold it for a year, and then you're selling your Stasis to pay for both of them. Like that could
You
very
have
well.
this one at 4?
I do at the current, like just guessing prices. Like I think when it comes out, you'll probably be able to get Stasis right away for probably $25. So if I put it at 20 plus, I bet you going off of like Carpet of Flowers is like now a $60 Secret Lair. What was the one? Oh, Mystic Remora, I think is a $35 foil.
Yes, 35.
Yeah. So if you're kind of going off of that, but Mystic Remora isn't as hated. Like Stasis is hated, as you were saying, you
Stasis
hated.
is hated.
So really,
Which
how
means
much
I'd
more?
pay more to have people hate me. That's
But how much more?
that
Like,
feels.
is this? I feel like Mystic Remora is going to see more decks, like more people playing it, so there's more demand for it. Where Stasis is just like So I bet
I
you it's
agree.
a little bit lower on the price than what Mystic.
It's
Remora
like all of
being.
these cards are good, but like not really played.
Right. Imprison in the Moon is. I mean, that's a good removal.
It's a good card, but it's cheap.
Right. I don't play with any of these, actually. I have them all, but I don't play with any of them. But still, I think you're probably closer to a breakpoint of 3. I think this one is one that could go crazy. Like, this one could be one you get a couple, like maybe get 2 of these, and your one is most likely going to pay for both of them in the long run. So I like this one. It's just, there isn't one where I'm like you just said too, is you're not showing this off because you're not playing any of these cards. It's more of having it for the collection and stuff. So.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, Yanni.
That's fine. All right.
I think
right,
you need another
this-
shot, is what you're trying to tell me right now.
The weirdest. I mean, there's a 20-second delay. I don't know.
Well, no, the funny thing is I do want to see if somebody writes something, because what happened now, because it did that fun thing that I really love that it does. But now it showed that the live thing cut out and it's back to 19 seconds live. So as long as we can get our next person to say that it's still live, then we're golden.
Say something. Say something.
Somebody type something. Somebody type something. It might have kicked them all off, and now they're having to. Yep, it says we're good. All right, something good. All right, so kick. It says the live feeds are over. All right, so we're good. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
All right, let's get
Hey.
back to our fun stuff, the creatures and all that.
All right. There is Laboratory Maniac, which is a fairly used card. There's Stitcher's Supplier, which is, again, that's a very used card. There's Beast Whisperer, which is, again, a very used card.
Hang on, give me 1 second.
Vizier.
Give me 1 second.
What? Are we doing it again?
No. I just got to do
Okay.
this because the chat isn't popping up. Now chat will be able to pop up. All right, keep going. We had, what was the
All
second one? It was Stitcher's.
All right. Stitcher's Supplier.
Okay.
There's Beast Whisperer, which is a good card.
Mm-hmm.
Vizier of the Menagerie.
Menagerie Trois.
Bonk. Pointy stick. And then the last one is Wood Elves, which is, again, is a very highly played card. And
Can I say I don't like the art in this, in any of these, really? I mean,
I don't know where I'm at on that.
like, I don't like
Because-
this Beast Whisperer. Like, Beast Whisperer is one that I'm like, I love Beast Whisperer. We like that card. We spec on
Yeah.
that card. And I like the way this one looks. I guess I like Laboratory Maniac, how this one kind of looks kind of cool, I guess.
I guess.
They're full art. Okay.
It's kind of funny that he did a little weird dog for the zombie.
Yeah. With a little bow in its head.
So I guess
You want to know where this one's at? Infinity. You can't.
like it's not going to be a good one.
No.
Okay. Yeah, everything's
Ma-
under like $5.
Yep. Stitcher's Supplier, maybe you can get 15. Beast Whisperer, 10 to 15. I was being nice. Menagerie Trois, 10. Wood Elves, maybe 10. But I don't like that Wood Elves one. Like, that isn't even that good. Like, I don't know. I just don't like the art. I shouldn't say it's not good art. I personally don't like it.
Yeah, it's not bad art. It's just not your style that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, I actually like everything but the monster that they're like kind of featuring in these.
Mm.
So I like the elves, like that style. I just I feel you. I'm kind of pulled towards this one though. Like,
So
they're all
value
used cards.
value is 50, like even giving like what the foils that are out there and everything. And when you take away fees and everything, you're basically you're not making money necessarily. You're
I think
breaking
if you
even.
like it, you buy it. I don't
Right.
think there's any problem in.
Right.
I don't think. I like. Yeah, no, I like it. I like it. I don't know.
You can not
I don't
like
know,
something.
man.
It's fine. It's fine. It's okay, baby. All right, let's get to the
I
last
like
one.
the cards. Can I like the cards?
Yeah, I mean, I use Wood Elves. I use Beast Whisperer. I don't use Menagerie Trois. But this last one,
All right,
this
the
last one is probably the one
Last
that I'm
one?
most excited for, actually.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I saw this one. I don't remember what it is, but these are Galaxy foil style. So if you've seen this from the unsets, holy moly,
If you haven't seen what the Galaxy foils look like,
go out and look at it.
they're right here, but you're not really going to be able to see the little shiny. Oh, good for you.
Oh, good
So,
for you.
This has 4 cards in it. It is Ash Barrens. It is Command Beacon. It is Fabled Passage. And it is Strip Mine. Holy smokes.
So this one, we have to say it's $50. There is no non-foil. There is only Galaxy foils. So it's a little more expensive. I have stars next to 3 out of the 4. Ash Barons I think that's still going to be a $10 card. I put it as a 5.
This isn't every deck I have.
Ash Barons.
Ash Barons.
Yeah, I should be using it more. I realize because it's basic land cycling, and that's a kind of like a poor man's fetch.
It's essentially a
way.
fetch.
Yeah.
That gets a land into your hand.
Yep. But even still, Command Beacon, I have that as a $19 foil because I was basing it off of Commander Legends full art foils. But this is a special version of this, and it's the Galaxy foils of it. So I actually think this one will be higher. Again,
has a potential.
Fabled Passage. This is our first different art of Fabled Passage. And we did have a retro one that they gave out, and those were $5 a piece for foils or whatever. But
those are gorgeous too.
But I think this one's going to be probably 15 to 20 at some point, like if not higher, because this is in almost every one of my decks. And then you go to Strip Mine. We have Expeditions. We have Zendikar Expeditions. We have quite a few Expedition stuff with foils with that. This is at least a 30, if not higher, and it's so I have it. This is the bad part. I have it as a breakpoint because the value is about 70, but after fees brings you down to 55. So the breakpoint was like 11. Okay. But that's only based off of, I went off the base foiling. So the fact that these are Galaxy foils, I think they're going to be higher. So in my opinion, I think these are more around that breakpoint of 2 to 3. Because
this is something that I might be willing to buy like 3 of.
Yeah.
Like the $50 is a lot. And so I'm kind of going like, but this might be like, okay, I don't have to buy a bunch of the others. It's like I can get 3 of these, and then there might be like 1 or 2 more that I get.
Mm-hmm.
Like I might get the like the Tezzeret one that has fantastic art.
Yeah.
And then I could just be like, maybe Post Malone one because that shit's funny.
So
Jet Medallion.
That's
probably where I'm at.
So what I did was I did the wait, let me back it up or move it forward. There is also bundles with this. Okay, let me get to that quick. So the bundles are weird. It isn't how they have been doing it. There is no all-encompassingly bundle where it takes everything in. They just went with foil and non-foil. The non-foil bundles are running $169. It comes with 7 of the car. It does not come with that last one we just talked about. So it does not come with the Strip Mine one because that is strictly only foil. So that's the only one it's missing. But you do get, with the special guest ones, you do get the English and the Japanese versions. And then same with the foils. You get all that same stuff. You don't get the Post Malone. You don't get the Warhammer. Those are separate. So just think of these as 3 separate super drops in a way. But the big foil bundle is $259, and that comes with everything that's in the non-foil, just in the foil version, and also includes the Galaxy foil ones. So they give you a little bit of a discount when you buy it in the bundles, like they've done before. What I did is there is quite a bit of value in the Post Malone stuff. I do have a couple dollar to duel lines that had a lot of money waiting for me to spend on a Secret Lair. And I feel like there is enough value in the Post Malone stuff mainly with Jet Medallion, and Kirk, son of Yawgmoth. Is it Kirk?
Okay.
Kirk.
Kitty Kirk.
So I did buy a couple extra of the Post Malone stuff. And then I did 1 foil bundle for myself. And then I went extra on the Galaxy foil stuff because I agree. I think those have the best chance to go up there in price.
Yeah.
But now after going through it with you, I agree with you. I feel like the Japanese, or not the Japanese, the like Kamigawa ones look
Yeah.
really sweet. And I'm very tempted to maybe add more of those into an order because they look really awesome.
It does.
So if you had to pick out Secret Lairs to get, what were the ones that you were saying you would get? Would you do a bundle or would you go?
Nah. Bundles almost are never my thing. Like, I'm not really willing to spend that much money.
Yeah.
Because there's always something that I don't want, but I want extras of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't. So like, I'd probably get like a foil version of each of the like sets that can have Japanese, but just English foil. And I'll probably get the land one that we last talked about with the Stardust foils. And then that might just be it.
So, also a side note to
Galaxy
everything.
foils. There we go.
I probably would have gone deeper if I had a bigger penis.
Yeah.
But there is
you
also
only do what you can.
There is also, let me minimize this so you guys can actually see this a little bit better. There is an Advent Secret Lair that's coming out, Advent calendar, that is going to be running $150 for 30 cards. They have spoiled, what is that? 1, 2, 3, it's 7 of them. And so you have Necropotence, Chrome Mox, Bloodbraid Elf, Birthing Pod. Which Planeswalker is that? I can't even tell. But you also have Elspeth, Nicol Bolas, and Shark Typhoon so far. And they're all different artists, different styles, and all that stuff. It's almost gonna be like a pack thing where you open it, you get all the cards that are in it, but you have like a 30% chance or something of them being foil. So it's almost like a Secret Lair pack. These I'm more interested in because Chrome Mox by itself is way up there. Necropotence is way up. You know, like if the other 20, or what did I say, it was going to be 30 cards. So the other 23 cards have the same like usage as these cards. I'm more looking forward to this. So the Secret Lair we just talked about is running for 27 days.
Yeah, that was what I was seeing.
Yep, 27 days. So you have time, and the other one's going to pop out, I'm guessing, pretty soon. I think it's towards the end of this month. So I went as deep as I like, and I'm more saving to see what happens with this other one that's going to pop up as well. You don't go wrong with the stuff that we talked about in this. Post Malone, my thoughts are, I like Post Malone's whatever. It's cool. But I think there's a big crowd that is going to like Post Malone mainly because of Command Zone and all the other stuff that he's on. And he's Post Malone. So I think that this one could be very valuable in the future. So, all right. That is that. I don't even know where we're at with the cast because it restarted my time. Well, I can look at this. Oh, we're an hour and 31.
Hour 30.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, we have to do one other thing. We have to repay debts.
Wiener.
A Smith
Always pays his debts.
Do a shot? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, we're going to do a shot.
Do another shot?
Shot.
It is sad that LMFAO is not a band anymore. They got to get together again.
Why were you talking about LMFAO?
Shots.
I
Everybody.
got you.
Come on, that was
good. That was a good song. I like that
that
song.
was good. Yeah.
Party rock anthem.
Every
boys love
day
that
I'm
song.
shuffling.
Fuck the beans. Just go 4 shots and 5. Man, Josh, you're trying to get us wasted here, buddy. You got us for all right. Cheers.
Second shot. We'll knock that off. Cheers, buddy. Thanks, Josh. For being the best supporter of us.
I
make this a
a competition. He is the best. Number one. If we were doing a draft right now, Josh would be number 1 pick. Oh man, I should have said that. I'm getting a lot of people.
No, I want Josh on my team.
But again, though, seriously, Josh, thank you for the donations with the hurricane stuff too. That was. Yeah, you don't understand. Like I said it, and I should re-say that again is they're very, very appreciative of and surprised that somebody drove in to, like, because they're used to workers coming in and donate, their crew, but not some random person coming in. And they're like, yeah, put the food over on the table over there. And I filled the table up. And then the guys there, that's when I started talking to them and whatever. So your money went to a good cause. Awesome. There was a lot of people that are really suffering down there. So, okay. So we are not doing Secret Lair. We need to get to something else here, actually. And let me make sure I get my Staple Versus stuff up. Yeah, we gotta talk about...
We got a button.
I know, I'm getting it. Just simmer down now. I gotta find... There we go.
Excuse me, I believe you have my stapler.
Fight!
Staple Versus! Okay, but first, there is Staple Versus that was this one that we have to talk about. Okay, so we have
pure domination of aqueous form.
Where do you think that this one, and where do you honestly, let's take off the, let's do the truth serum. Where do you think this one should have ended up? What did we have last week?
All right. I think I saw the Twitter debate, and form got crushed. And I actually disagree with it. I pick form over cloak. I almost don't play with cloak at all. I do look at it and I go, what's that?
I do play with cloak, actually.
Sure.
I like lately I want unblockable creatures, and because I'm focused on my commander doing its thing, and I like the protection that it adds as well, as long as I'm not targeting my own, like Blanca.
Mm-hmm.
Which I never cut that up because I was in Florida. I was in Florida, okay. So
you can still do it whatever you want. Yeah. We're good.
Okay.
I mean, the way I look at it a little bit is technically they're not comparable because they're just on different like curves. And for me, I'm going like, hey, I want something unblockable. I'm going to choose form. But when I'm looking at Whisper Silk Cloak, I go, well, I could just have like a Sword of X and Y in here to do something just a lot more of. Gives me protection, gives me sort of unblockables. It just gives me a lot more than cloak at those same costs. But it's really hard to beat form at that one CMC spot. Like, even if it's an aura, it'd be the same thing as like casting an instant or sorcery that gives me unblockable for a turn. And there are cards that do that are played. And so to me, I play form over cloak just because of the speed of the effect that I would want.
Yeah, and like I was saying, like Whisper Silk hits 2 notches on my belt when I'm building a deck where it's not only the protection but the evasiveness. So it hits 2 things in the categories, and that's why I tend to use it. And it's an artifact where I haven't built a brand new blue deck in a while. And so that's why Whisper Silk hits in more of my deck. So anyways, let's get to the numbers. The numbers, Discord voted 44% for Aqueous Form and 56% for Whisper Silk. That isn't good news for you.
That's a landslide. That's a landslide in politics right there.
Is that all I have to do?
That's what you call losing by 9 million votes. So that's okay.
You could say that because YouTube would have just done it without anybody else voting, because 77% voted for Whisper Silk. So that by itself, you don't even get half of what the votes were for Whisper Silk in YouTube. So let me get my crown. Huzzah!
Does it feel good to have your crown back?
It does.
You got a haircut.
I got it in Florida, actually. That was that gal that...
I believe it. You got down there, walked off the airplane, and went, oh, this was stupid.
Well, I didn't get on the airplane. I drove down there.
That's right.
Silly.
That's right. You drove.
Remember I told the story of the hairstylist there that she was holding her door closed by tying one end to something else in her house. That was the gal that cut my hair. She did a really good job.
You should not hold me to a standard that I can remember
Stuff?
conversations.
Yeah,
week to
you're
week.
like, is Adam talking? I'm not listening.
I'm doing something else.
My favorite, and you haven't done it for a while. You did it a lot more when we were in person, but the where I'd say something, then you completely repeat it, and it was just like, yeah, dude, I just said that.
Oh, that was a good. That was a good bit too. You know,
it wasn't even a bit. It was just your thing. All right. So what do we have in store for us this week?
Gonna be Swan Song versus An Offer You Can't Refuse. They're both at 1 blue mana instant. But I'm gonna be defending Swan Song, and it's counter target enchantment, instant, or sorcery spell. Its controller creates a 2/2 flying bird token.
Sweet.
What do you mean? Yeah, it's not that good. As in, like, giving them a 2/2 flyer is not that good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant.
You're giving them a creature,
Yeah,
but
that's not that big.
You're only countering like 3 different types of things, right?
Right. What are you doing?
Well, I can counter for the same amount, 1 mana. That's an instant. I can counter all the things that you can counter, but an additional planeswalker and artifact.
Okay. So 5 of the 5 things that you can counter, and I can counter 3 of the 3 things that I can counter.
What? No, you mean 3 out of the 5.
No.
3 of the 3.
Right, it's just 3 of the 3 things that I can counter.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to. You can counter 2 more things than me, but as you stated in another argument, nobody plays planeswalkers. So like that's
what about artifacts?
Not even matters. That doesn't matter.
What about
artifacts? What artifacts are you going to hold on? So are you going to like sit down and be like, I counter your soul ring and give you 2 treasures?
Yeah. Hell
that doesn't
yeah.
Make any sense.
Hell yeah.
That doesn't make
You're
any
giving
sense.
them 2 treasures. That's the soul ring. They use the 2 treasures, they're gone. That's it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is your biggest issue, is that you are ramping
I don't
them
have
to
a single negative on here. I said
What?
I don't have a single negative on my card. Like it's like
ramping them is negative.
Well, but the same thing is,
what do you
we
mean?
don't counter very often, so it's kind of like that butthurt thing where when you counter and then like what's the card where if you counter, they get to draw 2 cards and you get to draw a card on the next upkeep. Like it doesn't feel as bad. It's like, well, I countered it, but you get to draw, and so you don't hurt like their feelings as much. You can go, yeah, I'm countering it, but you're getting treasure. I'm helping you out. Don't get mad. And we know counter spells suck. We hate counter spells, right?
I agree. When you cast an offer you can't refuse, I would not be mad because I'm like, oh shit, you just ramp me.
Oh, really?
That's where it's like, this is so good for me. I'll take you countering a Swords to Plowshare, and then I can the next turn I'm pumping instead of just like my turn 4 or 5. I'm into my late game. You put me in my late game.
What happens when I play my artifact or my sensei? This is one of the only ways you can get rid of Sensei's Top. Can you get rid of Sensei's Top with your card?
No, it's not even like something that I would consider doing. It's fine.
Oh, really? Yeah, Sensei's Top. It's not one of the best cards ever that you should be in almost every deck. Like, right?
Yeah. Sorry, there was a door creaking over there.
I was about to say, did you step on a cat? Like, what was? Yeah.
Look, and Paul, nobody cares about Urbrass. You can play that all day. I'm never going to counter spell.
I love
that's
that
why
Paul brings up
That's
Urbrass.
why Swan Song and an offer doesn't even matter. We don't even consider Urbrass because it's not even worth countering. That's all I'm saying. But
Right?
when it's ramp versus like putting a creature into play is just so
you can
fucking
die from a
random.
creature.
You
Like,
can.
that's how you lose games is by creatures.
But that
Can you
doesn't
die
mean they're
from my
going to
treasure?
attack you with it. That
Can you
might
die
mean
from
that
my
they just
treasure?
need a blocker.
I give you treasure.
Obviously,
Can you
they're
kill me with your
behind.
treasure. Can you
And
give me-
it's much more when you say like, oh, artifacts, but it's just so much more important to like be able to counter enchantments. Those things they're menaces to the game. And
they're
I
the
understand
easiest
that
to
we
get rid of.
both
I thought they were the
We both
easiest to get rid
can.
of. Yes, we
What's
both.
that?
I think you said they're the easiest to get rid of.
Well, at this point, they're the most important. See how this kind of goes? Like, we need to get after enchantments, and all you're going to do is ramp them into more enchantments, and that's problematic in my opinion. To whereas like Swan Song just gets a little 2/2 that's gonna chump block all day, like it's just gonna die. It'd go bye.
And the thing is, I don't want to harp on this because I just feel like that's the winner of this whole thing is you only hit 3 out of the 5 things that you can count. Well, let's add creatures into it. You only hit 3 out of the 6, and I hit 5 out of the 6 things that we can be countered. I think it's a little better.
What's the one that you what?
Because we can't counter. We can't do creatures, so we both can't do creatures.
You can't counter lands either. Boom.
Who can? Is there anything that can counter lands?
No.
Yeah. But touche, you got me. You always do.
That. How sweet would that be?
Yeah. Counter land. What?
Counter target land as it ETBs. I don't know. All right. Look.
Okay.
Hey.
So here's the crazy thing. When did this card come out? When did an offer you can't refuse come out? Like in May, right? Like in May.
March.
No, it wasn't March. It was like May. It was like April, May.
It's
what?
Can. All right.
What? What about Can? What are you reading with the chat?
Because it's like, can I go to the bathroom? And they go, it's May. And you were saying it's May, so I was like, it's Can.
I gotcha.
It's
okay.
it doesn't mean
This is what's
anything
crazy
at all.
about an offer you can't refuse. Guess how many EDH rec decks it's in, and it hasn't been out 6 months.
Okay.
Guess.
It's in
You're like, do I
30
guess
to
high?
40,000. 30 to 40,000. Under 50, but over 30.
58,000 EDH rec decks. 58,000, dude.
All right.
That's insane for a card that's only been out for 6 months. It's not in commander decks. It's like that gets added into like the EDH rec deck stats.
It's like super cheap. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. 58,000. I know yours has been out for years and years and years and it's in more, but this is going to surpass it within a year. Like that's how quick this is going to, that's why this is so much better. So much better.
Hold on. You were trying to get away with it. How many decks is Swan Song in?
Yeah, but that sucker's been out for years and years and years.
That doesn't mean anything. I'm just asking a simple question.
I can't find
of
it.
How many decks it's in?
You don't have the stats in front of you? I can't find it.
No, I generally just really lean on you for this.
It is in over 100,000 more. It's at 163,000. But dude,
okay,
wait. Let me scroll down. Look how much this was back in Theros. Like this card has been out for a long time.
Yeah.
Of course it's going to be in that many EDH rec decks. This has only been out for 6 months.
What do you mean, of course?
Of course.
Go click on any other Theros card.
What's happening?
And see if it's in more
happening
decks.
now is an offer you can't refuse is taking Swan Song away. Like this,
That's not true.
It's going away.
That's not true.
It's going
That's not true.
away. It's going
Not
away.
That's inaccurate.
How?
They're going. It's Swan Song is in every deck, and then they go, does an offer
In
make
every
it in?
deck. I don't have Swan Song
every
in
blue
a
deck.
single.
It makes the most sense.
I don't have it in a single deck because I don't play counters.
You don't have an offer in a single deck either.
I haven't built a blue deck since an offer came out. If I built a
You
blue
haven't
deck
built
now,
a blue deck since the cast came out.
touche, touche, salesman.
I'm trying to think.
Isn't
Eureka,
Yarok one?
Eureka.
Yeah, Eureka.
Is that before though?
Ninjas.
Oh, that's Commander Legends. No. Yeah.
no, it was before Commander Legends. That was when they did the reprint with the foil etched. I've done Niv Mizzet. Niv Mizzet is a blue one. I'm trying to see over here. Oh, I did the flip coin one. That was also
All right.
Yeah, I built some blue decks, and I'm trying to build what's her nuts, but fucking Hurricane's throwing shit off.
Don't have nuts. I mean,
Okay. What are we at for cast? I don't even know. Let's see. We're
It's,
yeah.
okay,
We're
it's just Swan Song's a better like card. I'm gonna be wearing the crown next week.
next year.
Year week.
Yeah.
It depends on
In a year.
time is relative, and weeks feel very long to me, like a year. My son's gonna be 6 years old next week, and that's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you guys can vote for this on the community tab on YouTube. You can vote for this in the Discord. You can vote for this on Twitter. We'll announce the winners next week, and whoever wins gets the crown. Reminder, anybody that's listening or watching right now, I will be doing the Infinity box opening after this, probably about a half an hour. I know that's kind of late for a lot of you, but if you're on, go ahead and join and watch that. Otherwise, watch it after you listen to this. So that should do it for this week. We will catch you guys next week.
Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
I love boobs, I'm talking tatas. I love boobs, I'm bunkers for honkers. I love boobs, thanks for the memories. I love boobs.
I see you, Lowery.
Yeah, just
Checking that ass.
This is
Shaking
why
that
drinking and
ass.
driving's bad. Like it just started drifting.